Unleashing its wrath upon the eastern United States in October 2012, Hurricane Sandy, also known as Superstorm Sandy, hit the nation with its destructive force. From widespread flooding to unmatched chaos, join me on the journey to uncover the tale of resilience and recovery in the aftermath of this historic storm. For this hurricane, we're going to be focusing on New York City specifically. In the city of New York, there were 43 deaths, 6,500 patients evacuated from hospitals and nursing homes, nearly 90,000 buildings in the inundation zone, 1.1 million New York City children unable to attend school for a week, close to 2 million people without power, 11 million travelers affected daily, even after the storm, and $19 billion in damage across the city. The subway tunnels were flooded, disrupting transportation for millions of people, and power outages affected more than 8 million customers across the entire state. This is a defining story of my generation because it was a severely underreported story, and it affected New York greatly. Many people lost their lives and everything they knew due to the impacts of the storm. It changed the city of New York forever. To relate this storm to my personal life, my grandfather lived in New York at the time, and where his apartment building is, it's right next to the beach. It's called Rockaway Park. It is right next to the beach. And during the storm, because the storm was so heavy, the ocean basically escaped the beach, and it started flooding all of the streets, everything near my grandfather's street. And he was coming home from work that day during the storm, and the storm hit him just as he pulled into his street, and within seconds the entire street was flooded. Everything was in the water, and my grandpa was still in his car, and he had no other choice but to get out and swim to safety. And unfortunately, he got hit by a car in the process. He got hit by a floating car coming down the street in the process, and he broke his leg. And my grandma, who was watching from the lobby, had to come out of the lobby, swim out and get him, save him. She saved his life and bring him back to the apartment building. And because no medical help could get to him because all the streets are flooded and there was so much going on, my grandpa had to live with a broken leg for almost a day and a half until he could get medical help. That's how bad the city of New York was. No medical help could get to him. He ended up being fine, but that is how it impacted me personally. And here in Connecticut, my house lost power, and I had to go to my other grandparents' house and live with them for a few days. Overall, the hurricane was a disastrous event that was scary to watch, let alone be in the city. It changed people's perspectives on hurricanes, as they don't have to happen often. Some even believe hurricanes are a myth. This hurricane proved that it was so much more than a myth, and it changed the way the country as a whole looks at these natural disasters.